Hi, boys and girls. We are still working on measuring time, and today we're going to focus on telling time to the hour and the half hour using both a digital clock and an analog clock. Okay, so let's say the class went to the library at 1:30. So first I want us to write 1:30 on the digital clock. What do you think that will look like? That's right, a 1 and then a 30. Easy peasy, right? We just write exactly what we say. But on an analog clock, it's a little different. So when we're talking about the 30, we know that that points down to the 6, the long hand. But then the hour hand has to go somewhere between the 1 and the 2. So I just kind of imagine where it would go, and then I touch down and write it. So now it says 1:30. Okay, easy peasy. Let's turn the page. Here it shows us how to tell the time. You can tell time to the hour and the half hour. So start at the 12 and you end at the 12. So you start here and end here. Remember, each number represents 5 minutes, right? 1 hour is 60 minutes. So if you went around the whole clock, it would count up to 60 by 5s, right? And this clock shows 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. This one, the hour hand moves just a little bit because it's getting ready to go to the next hour. And it stops here on the minute hand at 30. So this one is 9:30. Okay, both of them are just slightly different. At the bottom, it says, draw the minute hand to show the time, write the time on the digital clock. So we have 11:30. So 11, where does the 30 go? That's right, down at the 6. Okay, and then we write that on the digital clock as 11:30. Okay, this one says 5:30. So here's our 5. Do you remember what half past means? That's right, half past and 30 mean the same thing. So I'm going to draw a straight line down to the 6. Look how close they are. So if we were to look at the clock, that's what 5:30 would look like. 5:30. What is the difference between an analog clock and a digital clock? There's lots of differences, right? A digital clock just shows the actual time, and an analog clock, we have to figure it out, right? And it has hands and numbers all over. Alrighty. On my own. If you feel that you are comfortable enough to do this, you can pause the video and do it on your own and then play back to check your answers. If you need a little extra help or just want to hang out, you can do this with us. Okay? So it says, draw the minute hand to show the time, write the time on the digital clock. So they want us to show 3:30. Remember, we know if it says 30, that's the long minute hand pointing to the 6, because this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we write it on the digital clock as 3:30. All right, 9 o'clock. Do you remember where the o'clock goes? That's right, up to the 12. So draw your minute hand straight up. And then how do I write 9 o'clock? How do I write o'clock? Just O-O, right? 0, 0. Good job. All right, number 5. 1:30. Do you remember what half past means? That's right, it means the same thing as 30. So we're going to draw the hand down to the 30, and then we write it 1:30. 1:30. Good job. All right, 8 o'clock. So just like this one, we know the minute hand when it's o'clock goes straight up to the 12, and then 8:00. You're doing great with your time. Number 7, write 2:30 on the clock. So I know 2 is the first number, and what does half past mean? Good job, half past means 30. Write 6 o'clock on the clock. What does that look like? 6, and then what goes here? 0, 0. Good job. Like I said, the more you practice, the better you will get at this. Let's turn the page. It says, the hour hand is between 1 and 2. The minute hand is on 6. What time is it? Draw the hands on the clock. All right, let's go back. The hour hand is between 1 and 2. So remember, our hour hand's the shorthand. I'm going to drop between 1 and 2. Okay? The minute hand is on 6. Draw the hands on the clock. We did it. What time is this? That's right, 1:30. So in this nice space, we can write 1:30. Alrighty. The time on the clock is 1 hour after 2 o'clock. What time is it? Write the time. So we have to remember when we look at the time given, the first number is the hour and the next number is the minute. So if it's saying it's 1 hour, we have to add 1 more to the hours. So it's 2 plus 1 more. 3. Good job. So 3 o'clock. Okay, if you pay attention to what they're asking, most likely you'll be able to solve it. How many minutes after the hour does this clock show? All right, if it's at the 6, how many minutes is that? That's right. The 6 represents 30 minutes because each number represents 5 minutes. And if we count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, that will make 30 minutes. I think that's quite a bit of words to write for you. So we're going to skip the writing part. Just try and understand that this means 30 because each of these equals 5. Fantastic job on your math lesson today. On your homework, it just gives you more practice. Just like we did, if you need help, look back at the work we just did. The back side is the same thing. You did fabulous today. Great job telling time to the hour and half hour.